We're coming to the end of July, and that is Disability Pride Month. And I am wrapping up this month of different videos that are under this theme of being shaped by disability. And it is a theme that was started by Pauline from One Leg Up Productions. Can you see that mosquito? Yeah. Anyway, and today I wanted to talk about Super Crip. Super Crips are people, basically the Stephen Hawkings. They're people with disabilities who have some like genius level skill or talent, and they have maybe explicitly or inexplicitly, inadvertently or directly, like overcome their disability. And this is this is a little bit tricky to talk about, because on one hand, I really do believe that every single human being has some very unique, special skill set or talent. And I also believe that people with disabilities have particular skill sets that are that come because of the disability. I really, really believe this. But this doesn't make the worth of a person. You know, these skill sets don't make they don't equate the worth of a person. A person is worthy whether or not their skill sets have been identified, whether or not their talents have been identified, whether or not it's clear where their talent is coming from, whether or not they've identified the skill sets or talents that they have by dint of having the disability. So a person is worthy, point blank. A person is worth everything in and of themselves, just because they're a person. But a lot of times in the whole Super Crip mentality, there's this overcoming this, you know, you're despite your disability you did X, Y, and Z, or there's an expectation that someone is going to be extremely successful, push themselves to overcome the parameters of their disability or whatever. And that's obviously, you know, not cool. And it's not something that I have experienced very much of, because, you know, I grew up not thinking that I had a disability. I grew up not recognizing my disabilities as disabilities. So the Super Crip thing, or having to oh wait, actually, I'm totally wrong there. I totally did, because I grew up thinking I had to overcome my disabilities. I absolutely had it. Only I didn't think that they were disabilities. It was just, I have to overcome these challenges that God has sent me. I have to overcome the fact that I can't hear. I have to overcome the fact that my brain shuts down when it's stressed. I have to overcome, you know, X, Y, and Z. All these different things I have to overcome. Oh gosh. Micah is now coming and bringing me a slushie, and you are going to think that all he does is make wonderful treats for me. Why don't you say hi?
Hello.
Yeah. Thanks, honey. Yeah, I live a pretty good life. I swear I didn't plan this. I did not ask him to come out and bring me a slushie. I just said, hey, Micah, I'm going to go out and make a video. I'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Well, that's pretty great. I love my kids. I'm so lucky. So yeah, Super Crip. I you know, it's definitely a thing, and I think that it's something to be aware of. I think it's something that shaped me, and I think that it's something that shapes a lot of people with disabilities. There's a lot of societal pressure on us to overcome, you know, and while we are skilled and we do have talents that come directly from our disabilities, and talents and skills that come from just have nothing to do with disability, our worth shouldn't be linked to those things. Our worth should just be a given, like all people's worth should be given. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, those are my thoughts for now. I'm probably going to try to write a blog post about this because I still feel more that needs to bubble up and be said about this, but I haven't quite got the words for it yet. And, I'm holding this slushy. I need to go.